Hey, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back to another exciting video here at K.L.P Entertainment. We're live in the studio for yet another exciting show, and this is K.L.P Tonight. Yes, your eyes are not playing tricks on you. You're not tripping. This is K.L.P Tonight. Of course, welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another exciting episode. I missed you guys. I really have missed every last one of you guys because I know you guys love our videos and what we're doing. It's been Christmas, so hopefully everyone's had a wonderful Christmas. I know I have. This Christmas has been one of the best Christmases I've had, and I have to honestly say a very long time, because it's a joy of getting back and being with your family. Of course, over the Christmas break, yes, I was with, and we're still kind of on Christmas break if you think about it. A lot of people are not going to work. A lot of people are taking the week off, getting ready for New Year's. A lot of people might have been paid off. I know at Wonderful Emery, they paying a lot of us partners and workers there. They're paying us to go on vacation. So I'm so happy about it, because a lot of people are taking some time off. I know a lot of people that I know are taking some real good time off right now, and they're just not doing anything. Of course, K.L.P Entertainment, we still have to work. We still have to produce content for you guys, because I missed you guys. I really have missed you guys. Like I'm saying, over the break, we've been doing a lot of great stuff. Seeing with my siblings, got to see them this holiday season. I spent Christmas with my mother, so that's been a fun day as well. Christmas Eve has been just very joyous, and I'm texting everyone. I'm texting all my friends, wishing them a happy and Merry Christmas. I watched a lot of Christmas movies. I've been playing PlayStation 5 lately, so we've been having a very good time off. I really do hope you guys enjoy the time off, but here at K.L.P Entertainment, it's time for us to get back into the swing of things. I try to lighten up the show here. We're actually here in the studio. We have light kits all around. The lights are beaming on me right now. It's a little warm, but beauty is pain. Pain is good for production. So we have a lot of things going on, y'all. You guys know what we're talking about. If you haven't seen it yet, what have you been living? I guess you've been living under a rock these past couple of hours. Of course, K.L.P Entertainment, we just announced a new TV broadcast streaming service called Vox TV. Of course, Vox TV channel will be a new channel that will be streaming on Dailymotion, YouTube, a little bit of StreamX. We still have to work that out, and also on Spotify video. Now, I captioned about it, and a lot of people understood what's going on, but just in case if you don't know what Vox TV will be, it will be a new streaming service, video version of it for us to put on our YouTube channels and Dailymotion channels at K.L.P Entertainment and Spotify. I'm very excited about the Spotify version, because Spotify does have this option to now, where you're watching the show right now, Spotify video has been up and coming lately. I've seen the commercials. Everyone's trying it out. Honestly, I love Spotify video. I really, truly enjoy Spotify video, because it allows us to not also do podcast form of our content, but we can also put together a production with the cameras, the lighting equipment, and give you guys a great show for Spotify. So I'm super blessed about it. Spotify, you did something fantastic. I love Spotify video. So now Vox TV will also be available for Spotify, and with our partners of Anchor.fm, anyone can do a podcast. I really recommend, if you're looking into doing a podcast, go to Anchor.fm, start your free account today, and get started with your podcast journey, because it's been a great journey for us. Also, for Vox TV, we're going to also have the podcast version of the whole big show. There's a video version for Spotify, but if you're listening to us either on iHeartRadio, iTunes, Amazon Music, or Audible, there will be an audio version of it. So it's kind of like a podcast in a way. Now, yes, in the caption, it is taking control of SNN and Commotion Gaming Network and Channel Space. Let me tell you why. And we do have a topic of the conversation today, of today's show, but I wanted to tell you guys why we're doing this, because I know a lot of people enjoy SNN in particular. We're still going to do some audio content for Vox TV as well, rest assured. When it comes to SNN, there's going to be video versions of the audio versions of the podcast instead of the audio version, if that makes sense. So we're going to be doing a little bit more video because video is where it all started with K.L.P Entertainment. I have to come on and say podcasting, even though podcasting is one of our many great hits here for our business, video is where it kind of started off with our brand and our business back in 2010. So we're going a little bit back to the roots. We do have a lot of shows that do not do video content. They only do audio content. So we're still going to be adding audio content on Vox TV, but it just won't be a separate show like Commotion Gaming Network, SNN, or Channel Space. Not saying that those names are going away. They're just taking a little break because we feel and we believe here at K.L.P Entertainment that Vox TV will be a great hit. It's a tongue twister. It's Vox TV. A lot of people kept saying Fox. No, we're not Fox because that's a whole nother different studio. Vox TV, VOX TV channel. That's from K.L.P Entertainment. So the era of change. So we're going to start that January 3rd, 2022. I hope that you guys are ready for that because that is a new year. And speaking of it, y'all, it's getting ready to be the new year. Hopefully you guys have your New Year's resolution ready for you guys for the year of 2022. I was actually talking to my friends because we're planning something for New Year's, and a lot of people are very thankful for 2022. And let me tell you, I'm very thankful for 2022 because number one is 1 year that's far away from the dreaded year of 2020. I really do hope a lot of people are staying safe out there. I know this thing is scary. I know it's a lot of things that's going around with this COVID-19 and the Omicron and the Delta variant. So all I can say is, and we won't go politics on this show, but I just hope everyone stays safe. That's all we ask. Please stay safe whenever you can, because I like people to stay safe out here in this environment. It is a scary, crucial time right now, and it's one of those things where you just have to be careful. I know a lot of people that's going to these concerts, the artists, they're canceling their concerts because they're afraid, not only for COVID-19 and Omicron, but a lot of my favorite artists canceled their show following the Travis Scott's fiasco with Astroworld concert a couple of weeks ago. So a lot of people are canceling for that, but you know, New Year's Eve, I know a lot of people are going to be in New York. I actually do have quite a few friends that are in New York right now. So those friends, you know who you are. If you are in New York or you're traveling all over the world, just stay safe, be careful. That's all I can say. I can't tell you because all my friends are grown. Can't tell you not to go because you're grown, but just be careful. That's all I care. That's all I can say because I really genuinely care about the people that are traveling. But the year of 2022, we have a lot of things coming out for you guys, of course, Vox TV. Element Magazine will kick off, y'all. Yes, I wanted to talk about it because I'm going to talk about the show, actually. That's the hint of this podcast, to talk about this show that is available right now on Netflix. I didn't get around to talking about it last week like I planned on doing because we were getting ready for Christmas. But now that Christmas has come and gone, now I can finally talk to you guys about this new show that is available right now on Netflix. It's Selling Tampa. So it's one of the Selling Sunshine's spin-off show, of course, following the events of Brett and Jason Omaheim and the Hoppenheim Realty Group. The ladies over there in Los Angeles, they're doing their thing for Selling Sunshine. But now, this is the show that I am really enjoying because it's Selling Tampa. They're in Florida. Florida's a beautiful place, by the way. And you have an all-black female cast lead in this show. Hands down. This is why I was very driven to write, of course, Element Magazine's January 2022's issue of Element Magazine. Of course, the success of the minority business women, of course. Unfortunately, and I hope we get out of the minority in the future, but if you guys don't know about the history side of it, African Americans, us, we are in the minority, especially minority women in the realty space. We need more queens out there to sell and do real estate because they can be good at it. They know what they want. They're very successful at it. And we just need more women to be in the realty space. So Selling Tampa is about this one woman. Of course, she is a queen. She is, Sherelle is her name. very queen-like. She knows what she's doing. She served our great country. So Sherelle, if you're somehow watching the show, I doubt it, but if you're somehow watching the show, thank you for your services for sure. She goes out, gets out of the military, and then she opens Allure Realty. Of course, Allure Realty is a hit realty company over there in Tampa, Florida area, hence the purpose of the show. And of course, they're expanding out and they're selling the dream. There's a little bit of some spiciness to it. There's a little bit of some drama, but of course, it's always drama with shows because drama sells. So if you just had a show that just said, we're just selling all realty, there's no drama in it, it doesn't really sell to your market. So I get it. I get the drama side of it. They got to make a sale. That's Netflix for you. You got to have some drama to be on their network. So, but it really shows you that Black women, they're queens. They're working really, really hard for something, for a purpose, and they're going out for what they want. And it's very interesting because the women that are in the show, they want to rise to the top. They want to be in Sherelle's great graces, but they have to work a little bit harder. One of the women, and I'm blanking on her name right now, but it's going to come back to me. And you know what? We're unprofessional with these kind of, well, not unprofessional, but there's no script to this. While I get the names out here, because I want to make sure the names are right. But they want to be all in the great graces of the show, and they want to make sure that they stay in great heights with everything. Rena, that's her name. I can't believe I was blinking on her name. Rena, of course, is one of the I can't say characters because they're real people. She's one of the ladies that I understand. Because a lot of people, and I saw the articles, right? A lot of people don't like the way Rena is kind of going behind Sherelle and opening her own business. But you got to understand too, that, when you're out there in the business and your money's getting cut or something's not right with your money's looking a little funny, you need to go venture out and do your own thing. And I'm not speaking for her, but I know her idea of going to start her own company. Now, I don't know if that's going to be expressed in season 2. Season 1 was quite rather fast, or maybe I just binge watched it because they're only about 9 episodes. So I think this is what we call an ongoing series. We film a lot of ongoing series. Case in point, Orbiters. That's one of our shows we got right now. That's an ongoing series. We only have a limited number of episodes. So I get how series like that they are testing the waters and they only have 9 episodes. I wish that Selling Tampa had more. But when you have a new show like that, Netflix, and this is a broadcast thing, and I know a little bit about it, they want to test the waters to make sure this show will be up to the great graces before even spending more money to get this season 2 produced. So I get it. I understand. But back to Rena Fraser. She's one of the women that works for Allure, and it's been hinted in season 1 that she will start her own realty company. I don't know if this is true. We got to wait for season 2, but I do understand switching jobs, switching roles because your money's looking funny. I get it. I understand because I've worked jobs where my money was looking a little funny, or I've invested in something that my money looked a little funny, and I didn't like the route that the companies I've worked for in the past, I didn't like their route they're going for. So I ended up switching to a different route. So you can't really fault Rena too much for that because I would have done the same thing. I would have done the same thing if somebody said, if one of my old bosses be like, hey, we're cutting your check, or we're paying you less, or we need to downgrade you a little bit because we ain't got it. If that ever happens, I'll be like, okay, I'm out. I'll go find something else. That's just how you have to do it. So I understand Rena's point on that. Of course, you have more characters. Of course, Joanna is one of the, and I keep saying characters, they're not characters, I gotta stop saying characters, one of the cast members, one of the brilliant women who's going out there, and she's the HR of Allure Realty, but, she's coming up, right? She's in Sherelle's great graces, and she might be the second in command, and a lot of the other women don't like that because they don't like to be controlled by another person that is the same age. And I get it. I understand. I really understand why they're like that, because they just don't want that to happen. So I'm interested to see what happens in season 2, because Sherelle's pregnant. Of course, you guys seen the trailer. We saw pictures, and the cover of Element magazine for January next month. She's pregnant. So things are going to be left on Joanna for Allure Realty while Sherelle is in paternity leave. So I'm very interested to see how season 2, the drama of it, I'm interested in, but I'm interested in how many houses they can sell. I'm always interested in the success of these shows and what they got going on. And then I think that the drama is kind of second nature for me. A lot of people might just watch this show just for the drama, but I watch it for the success. I love women in empowerment. I really do. I really enjoy that the most. And it's just one of those things that you just have to get it with it, because this is the show that, you know, it has the minority in women in this business, in the realty business, and they're going out. And I really like the trailer Netflix had, because I kid you guys not, I was sitting down getting ready to eat dinner at the house, and I put my plate down, get my food ready, and sometimes I like to watch TV while I eat. I'm guilty of it. I'm sitting at the dining table, I have my laptop or my iPad up, and I'm gonna watch a show while I eat. So probably gonna watch a show when I get home for dinner, but clicked on Netflix because something just told me, like, hey, check Netflix, just check it. And I'm just like, what? Okay. In my mind, I'm like, all right, we'll check Netflix. So I checked Netflix, and I saw this trailer. You know how, like, when you open up your Netflix browser, it shows you the new show. I saw the show, it says Selling Tampa. And I'm like, okay, what show is this? Don't know what the show is. It looks like the logo from Selling Sunshine. And Selling Sunshine, women came out, well, this in the commercial. They're on this top of this building. Looks like they're coming out. And then I don't know if it was Jason or Brett, because they're twins, but we're going to say that it's Jason. I think it's Jason Oppenheim. Comes in, and I'm like, oh, snap. Here's the next season of Selling Sunshine. What's going on? Why is the name changed? Did they move to Florida? Like, I don't get it. So he tosses the keys up in the air, and I'm like, no, it's somebody else. It's a whole different cast. And these beautiful, 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 beautiful queens of Selling Tampa comes out. And I'm like, oh my God, because this is their spinoff show. I was in awe, because it really, I was in awe, man. I was so in awe when I saw the trailer, and I saw that it was available, and I said, yes, I am going to watch this show right now. And I ended up binge watching the whole season, man. It took me about 3 days, because, you know, we're going back and forth between leaving the house and then going to the office. So it took me about 3 days to really fully watch it, because I'm so busy. But after 3 days, I enjoyed it. I do think season 1 was a little bit short, but I get it. Netflix, they have to test the waters a little bit, and they have to get it going. So more news to talk about here. Hopefully you guys enjoyed today's show. I have to get a bottle of water right now. I'm sorry. Because it's one of those things I have to make sure when I'm doing a talk show, it's just, you know, it gets to me sometimes. So my throat kind of cleanses up a little bit. I've been doing podcasting for so long, and T over there, he can contest to it. He knows what I'm talking about. So, of course, before we get on to our next topic of conversation, I really wanted to talk about this, because this now kind of goes into my rant. You guys know, and I chuckle, and T, he knows what I mean. I chuckle because this is a rant for me. This is just something personal. Okay, so I got up, I was at my house, and I flipped on Instagram, and I saw this video, and it cringed. It really immediately, it made me cringe. So I'm gonna just play it, and then I'm going to talk about it. So let me see if I can.
So we both pay bills, but he pays for all of them, because my check direct deposits into his account. So he can like have all the money in one place, and we can save and stuff. And he like has investments that he invests our money into. He gives me an allowance of $100 a week. Like if I need more, I can ask for more, but you know, normally it's just like $100 a week for like food and like random stuff I want to buy. Yeah, that's pretty much it. We both pay for stuff, but you know, he handles all the money as the man should.
All right, y'all. I'm about to go on this rant. So if you don't like my rant, you can skip forward because we're going to talk about Spider-Man. No Way Home in a minute. But I needed to talk about this rant because this is the source. I always got to credit my source, and I forgot to do that. The Hip Hop Lab, you guys can follow them on Instagram, all one word, the Hip Hop Lab. They said, their caption is, thoughts on this. First of all, I don't believe that a woman should, when you make your money, should not go towards your boyfriend or your husband's bank account. That is an immediate red flag. Ladies, if you are allowing when you work hard at your job, and you're giving your money, your direct deposit, because 99% of us here in America, when we get paid, we're getting it a direct deposit. There is no way in hell you need to be putting your hard-earned dollars that you earn into your boyfriend's bank account, your husband's bank account, or your man friend. That's the guy that you ain't dating, but you screwing with. I do not agree with this. Watching this video made me cringe. Like, I almost threw up in my bed this morning watching this, because this is the exact same thing that is wrong with, and I say some women in our generation. I can't say all, because all women got it right, but some women in our generation, this is something that's terrible and does not attract to me. Ladies, I said this, and this was my comment to the post. I said, no. You got to think about it as the 3-car rule. 3-car rule, ladies and gentlemen. This goes for gentlemen too. The 3-car rule. This is a kind of an acronym for when you become very successful and you can afford all the different cars and whatnot. But when you become successful, because I believe in wealth, I manifest wealth every day. Thanks to my sister. She taught me how to manifest. I manifest wealth every day. 3-car rule. You have her car, you have his car, and you have a car that you share together. That's how your bank account should be, ladies. It should be, you should have your own private bank account. He should have his own private bank account. And then you get a bank account that's joint, so that way you can see money in that account together. There's no way that you work hard and you give it all to your man's bank account so that way he can take care of the bills. I do not understand that girl that says the women, she said the man should take care of the bills with the money as a man should. That is the stupidest shit I've ever seen or heard in my lifetime. Because, not saying that your boyfriend is a scumbag, but you don't know. What if you get into an argument with your boyfriend, the one that you put your money into, you get into a physical altercation, because domestic violence is real in America, and he end up beating the shit out of you and get mad and then leave you and take all your money, then what you got? Sorry. I don't agree with that. I don't agree with women giving their hard-earned money into her boyfriend or her husband's bank account. That is the #1 cause for a breakup, is financials. The #1 cause in a divorce, if you're married, financial, money. That is the #1 cause of divorce and breakups in America today. And she's giving all her money to her man. Makes absolutely no sense. I don't understand it. It drives me nuts. Gentlemen, if you're watching this show, please do not take money from your girl like that. That's so wrong. And then the thing is, he was smirking in this video too. So that's why it really drives me crazy, because he's smirking because he's scheming something. And he's probably looking like, look at this dumbass. She don't even know what I'm doing with her money. Because she can't see it. It's his bank account. She can't see it. That is the #1 thing. And I saw the comments. I'm like, oh, that's right. You trust your man. That doesn't mean anything in this generation. It does. I saw one comment, and this comment was funny. I forgot the username, but this user said she seems like the type to catch her boyfriend cheating and then apologizes for being nosy about his business. So she does. I think this is the stupidest thing ever. And some people might say, comment in this video, that's probably why you're single, Kennedy. I will never take money from my future girlfriend, my future wife, my future queen. I believe in the 3-card rule in that instance. I believe in the 3 bank account rule. I'm gonna have my private bank account. She's gonna have her own private bank account. And then we're gonna have a bank account that's jointly together so we can both put money into that account so we both can see that account to pay bills with. It's all about 50-50. I think the women should pay this X amount of bills, the man should pay this X amount of bills, and then maybe use the bank account to pay a big bill that you might need. Maybe rent, you might need to pay a big bill with that one. And then that's how you spread it out. That's how you spread your money out, so that way the money that you earn, you can pay your bills and then take care of yourself. And then in this video at the very end, she says, he gives me $100 allowance. $100 allowance. Look. I make my own money, and I have my own accounts that I have my money on, and I don't even give myself $100. I give myself a $500 allowance. Do I spend $500 in allowance? No, I do not. But that's crazy when she says he gives me an allowance. So the money that you made, you broke your back and worked for, because these jobs are hard in America these days. You give it to your man to hold on to, and you only get $100 back. Let's just say you make about $18 an hour. So that's about over $1,000 every 2 weeks. So you're probably banking in about maybe $2,700, give or take, because taxes, they're a little bit, taxes. So give about maybe over $2,000 a month, give or take, if you're working $18 hour minimum. Your $2,000 that you get for the month, not for a week, for the month, you put it all in your boyfriend's account. That's $2,000. That's $2,000. You know how much I can spend on that with $2,000? $2,000 is a lot of money for a lot of us. $2,000 in his account, and you only see $100 as your allowance from the money that you worked for. Sorry, I can't rock. And to quote the great Randy Jackson, that's a no for me, dog. That's a no for me, because I don't like that. I really don't. I wish that couple the best of luck. They're gonna probably be broken up within the next 2 years. If they're married, definitely, I think young marriage just doesn't work. That's just my opinion. A lot of people might have a different opinion on that, but young marriage just doesn't work. That's a very toxic relationship, I think. That's not how a relationship can contest to. I have a lot of friends that are in relationships and they don't do that shit. I've never seen that happen before in my friend's relationship. And when I get my relationship, whoever she is out there, don't expect me to take money from you, honey. You're gonna keep your money because you worked hard for it, as well as I've done with my money. And honestly, if you are a boyfriend and girlfriend situation, you really shouldn't be having a joint bank account anyway. You're too young for that shit anyway. Like, I'm 25, so when I get whoever she is out there, whoever my girlfriend will be out there, we're not getting a joint bank account. We're not married. And I'm not even thinking about marriage until I'm 35. I hope they're not married, because if you're just a boyfriend and girlfriend and you got a joint bank account, that's even more stupider. Boys and girls, if you're in a boyfriend and girlfriend and that's just it, do not, and you can do whatever you want to, but do not get a bank account with your boyfriend / girlfriend if y'all just dating. That makes no sense. You do that when you're married. You get your joint stuff when you're married. That's just how it is. So kind of low on that. I just had to rant on that for a little bit, too, because I left the house and I'm like, this doesn't seem right. This seems a little wonky to me. that's a no for me, dog. My future girlfriend, whoever you are, when we started dating, first of all, we're not getting married so soon. We're not moving in together so soon. We're not getting a joint bank account so soon when we're just dating. That's a no for me. We got to do that when we're married. And I'm not thinking about marriage until I got my situation straight. And I think my situation is pretty straight, but I have goals and I have ambitions of other things that I want. I'm very selfish. So I don't understand that, but that's their life. You can't tell them not to live their life, but that's beyond me. So the next segment today, gosh, got me all parched. Sorry, y'all. That segment got me parched. So this next segment, of course, we're going to talk about the new Spider-Man movie. Spoiler alert to a lot of people out there. If you haven't seen the movie, I'm so sorry, because I'm going to talk about some things that I might spoil it. I saw a lot of YouTube channels. They're already spoiling it because the movie's been out for a sec. So, well, not for a sec because it's only been like a couple of weeks, but this movie is a must-see. This movie is a must-see because it's one of those movies that Marvel does it really well. They had a great opening box office, day 1, day 2, and day 3. A lot of people's hopes and dreams about who's in the movie came true. I'm not gonna say too much because I just thought about it. Like, I really don't want to spoil it too much, but let's just say everyone that's suspecting many people, 2 people in particular, that they lied and said they were not in the movie, it came true. And it's no secret because once you saw the movie, the intro of it, you have Marvel Studios' logo, you have Columbia Pictures logo, and you have Sony logo at the beginning of the movie. So yes, they're in the movie. I'm sorry if I just spoil it for you. Yes, I'm not going to say who they are. You might know who I'm talking about, but your hopes and dreams of who, when they say they're not in the movie, they're in the movie. It makes sense because, you know, you have the old Spider-Man movies that I believe Sony has rights on it still. You have Columbia Pictures that help with the Amazing Spider-Man movies. So it's only natural that you have the characters that we've all wanted in this movie and say they were not in the movie, they're in the movie. So it's fantastic. It's one of those things that's leading up for the next phase. Jamie Foxx, and I can say his name very openly because, I mean, he's in the trailer. Jamie Foxx, they got him right because in The Amazing Spider-Man, they made him all blue in that movie, and that wasn't true to the comics and the video game, actually. The Amazing Spider-Man 2018 game. He had a yellow electricity and a whole not a pseudo armor, but like more clothing. He wasn't all blue. I don't know why they made him blue in The Amazing Spider-Man. Creative writing differences, I guess. They got him right as the comic style of it in this movie. You had Thomas Hayden Church also in this movie as Sandman. It's good to see him back in front of the camera because it's been hasn't been a second. He's been in other things, but I remember seeing Spider-Man and one of the first original Spider-Man movies, and to see that Thomas Hayden Church is coming back as Sandman again, that's very, very exciting. This movie was very emotional. I ain't gonna spoil it too much for you guys. I'm sorry, I can't do it now. I'm chicken, but this movie was very emotional to a certain extent. It was very, very emotional. Tom Holland did really, really good. And honestly, they always say that the third one is better. Every third trilogy movie is better. That's not always the case. But in this one, I have to say that this third Spider-Man was fantastic. It's one of the best, one of the greater Spider-Man movies that I've seen in the MCU universe. Because you have Spider-Man Homecoming, you have Spider-Man Far From Home, and then now you have Spider-Man No Way Home. I think No Way Home is one of the better Spider-Man movies. It's always good to see Benedict Cumberbatch coming back as Doctor Strange. I did see his trailer for his next Doctor Strange movie. I'm glad that the movie's coming out in May, because that might be my birthday gift to myself, is going to go see the movie in May, because my birthday's in May. You have, who else you have? You've got Jon Favreau to play Happy Happy, you know, I feel so bad for Happy because he loses a lot in this movie. I can say that he's losing a lot in this movie, and you know, he lost Tony Stark, and you know, it's just, I feel so bad for Happy because he's losing everyone. It's just him, and he can get a little lonely, you know. So I hope that in the future he comes back as Happy years later when Morgan Stark grows up, Tony Stark's daughter grows up and becomes Iron Woman in the future. This movie is very, very emotional. It's one of those things that, you know, everyone was on the edge of their seats watching this movie. We were on the edge of our seats, and it was so cool because my brother, he's a Marvel fan. Right? My little brother's a Marvel fan, but he doesn't really remember the old Spider-Man movies that much. So it was cool because during the movie, he's like, "Who's he? Hey, who's he? What movie is he from?" And it was so cool to kind of tell him, "Oh yeah, he's from this movie, and he's in this movie, and he's from this movie, and that's why they cross paths." So, you know, it's cool to do that. Shout out to my little brother Ryan. Shout out, man. So Spider-Man No Way Home is one of those. It's a good movie, y'all. It's a very good movie. So I really recommend it, and I try not to spoil it too much for you guys because I am going to really spoil it to you and when I dissect the movie. But I think I'm gonna wait a month later because I want everyone in the universe to see the movie and everyone knows about the movie already. So that way us YouTubers and podcasters can talk about it more. But it's one of those things that is just really very, very, very interesting to watch. Spoiler alert, we do have Venom in the post-credit scene. Of course, Tom Hardy comes out, and I know what they're going to make. And this is smart. This is a smart move because they might make another Spider-Man movie that's going to articulate Venom. Because if you got gamers out there, the next Spider-Man video game comes out very soon. I say very soon, but not that soon. We have to wait a minute for that one. But Spider-Man 3, well, this is the second Spider-Man game from Eidos. No, not Eidos. Insomniac. Sorry, I can't believe I confused those companies. Insomniac Games, they're making the next Spider-Man. And this one kind of counts as Spider-Man 2 because the Spider-Man Miles Morales game doesn't count as the sequel to the 2018 Spider-Man. It's just kind of an add-on, if you think about it that way. Miles Morales Spider-Man is an add-on to that. So now they officially have announced, and it's been announced at the PlayStation showcase they had, and also hinted at the Game Awards too, that Spider-Man 2 is coming. You'll have Spider-Man, Miles Morales, and Venom. So I'm very excited for that. Super excited for that game. More games come out because now I have a PS5, so I can actually get the game when it comes out. So thank God for that. So to wrap up, y'all, Spider-Man No Way Home is a great movie. Take it from me, you can't sleep on this. You cannot take a sleep on this one. You have to go see this movie. Whether you got a magnet seat, whether you got a cheap seat, don't steal it now, because I know a lot of people try to pirate. Don't pirate a movie. You can go to jail for that. But if you want to watch Spider-Man No Way Home, find a ticket, AMC or Studio Movie Grill or Regal Cinema, whatever cinema you go to, find a way to watch this movie, because this is a movie you don't want to sleep on. Don't sleep on it, because it opens up the next phase of Marvel. It opens up new storylines. It opens up so many new things that's coming in the future of Marvel. So hopefully you guys enjoyed K.L.P tonight. Hopefully you guys enjoyed today's show. I love doing the show in front of the camera in the studio with you guys. I am so blessed to be doing this show for you guys. And this show is probably going to be 40 minutes long. And, we talked about a lot today. But hopefully you guys enjoyed today's show. Stay tuned later this week, because we're going to be doing a lot of more video content for you guys. We won't be doing K.L.P Aftermath. That comes back in January of 2022. It's going to be coming back, I want to say January 5th or 6th in January, when we're back on the studio side of things to do season 2 of K.L.P Aftermath. So it won't be long now, but K.L.P Aftermath season 2 will be premiering the first week of January. So don't wait for that. You have to wait, but we're giving you guys great content like K.L.P tonight this week for our show. So hopefully you guys enjoyed today's show. As always, I like to say, stay safe, stay swanky.